I'm in a new documentary, and I'm very excited to announce it. That's going to be announced. I had a conversation with the team last night. It's getting announced right now. It's on deadline. Don't know if you guys saw it, but From the Minds That Brought You, the 13th, Ava DuVernay brings to you, this time, the 14th. Ladies and gentlemen, the woman who brought you Selma, When They See Us Origin, and the 13th is coming back out with yet another pivotal, game-changing documentary. Ava DuVernay and Netflix reteam for constitutional documentary The 14th. This film asks what kind of country is being written beneath our feet right now. And that's right, your boy's in it. It's actually very exciting. I shot this a long time ago, and Ava's the GOAT. She's amazing. Her whole team is amazing. And I'm very excited to be a part of it. And I get an even little baby mention here somewhere. I don't even know. But deadline. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm going to be on a Netflix doc. Isn't that crazy? The boy's moving up in the world. You know what I'm saying? A decade after Ava DuVernay's Oscar-nominated Peabody Award-winning 13th debuted on Netflix, the filmmaker and streamer are back together in the constitutional business, spotlighting America's long-running and sometimes bloody battle with itself over who is a citizen and how much freedom they get. DuVernay's documentary, 14th, is set to launch on Netflix later this year. I've learned. The 13th asks who gets caged, and the 14th asks who gets counted. DuVernay told Deadline on the upcoming documentary, "This is not a film about the past tense of freedom. I'm not interested in asking you to look back." Clearly revolving around the equal protection and citizenship-focused 14th Amendment, which was ratified in 1868 in the turbulent era of the Reconstruction, has been a contentious part of the American body politic ever since. The 14th Project, from the Selma Helmer, has been in production discreetly for 2 years. Coming from Array Filmworks, 14th is produced by DuVernay with longtime collaborators Spencer Averick, Tammy Garnes, and Paul Garnes. The film asks what kind of country is written beneath our feet right now while we're busy believing the stories we've all been told. To that, the director-producer sits down in the 14th with members of Congress present and past, such as Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Representative Anna Paulina Luna, former GOP Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona, and California's current Senator Alex Padilla. The film also features interviews with sitting Librarian of Congress Carla Hayden, who Donald Trump fired in May 2025, former President and Director Counsel of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund President and Director Counsel Sherlyn Iffel, UC Irvine School of Law, Korematsu Center of Law and Equality Executive Director, Professor Robert Chang, activist and past Georgia gubernatorial contender Stacey Abrams. Spanning the ideological divide, DuVernay spoke with left-wing Twitch-based cultural critic Hassan Piker and conservative in defense of populism, protest, and American democracy author Donald T. Tritlow, too. Along with 13th, Netflix has been home of DuVernay's Emmy-winning When They See Us series from 2019 about the injustice against suspects in the 1989 Central Park jogger rape case. The streamer also launched DuVernay's 2020 Colin in Black and White limited series about NFL icon Colin Kaepernick, another friend of the show, in his formative years. Ava's remarkable ability to bring history into conversation with the present made her last documentary, the seminal BAFTA-winning and Academy Award-nominated 13th, a cultural touchstone of the last quarter century. Ironically enough, it's also a documentary that I have leaned into quite a bit. I usually use that famous Lee Atwater moment that was featured in the 13th, if you recall, all the time on the broadcast to talk about how conservatives basically find new ways of saying the N-word, and that's a major driving principle of reactionary politics in this country. I told her that too. Adam Del Dio, Netflix VP of Documentary Film and Series, with 14th, she delivers another ambitious and thought-provoking documentary with the depth, artistry, and humanity that have come to define her work. We're proud to continue our creative partnership with Ava and bring this powerful film to audiences around the world. In many ways, continuing DuVernay's often probing career with projects like 13th and WTSU, the essence of the 14th is also reminiscent of the remarks the filmmaker made in 2025 upon accepting Great American's Medal from the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. In front of a DC crowd, including Smithsonian Chief Lonnie Bunch III and the museum's Elizabeth Macmillan Director, Anthea M. Hartig, DuVernay noted, "History is not a weapon to be sheathed when inconvenient. It is not a bedtime story meant to lull us to sleep. It is a river flowing deep and often turbulent. Sounds like America." So yeah, very exciting stuff. I'm super stoked, and we'll get some more footage in the upcoming weeks, I assume. But yeah, very exciting stuff. It's not on IMDb yet, by the way. Yeah, it's not. This is like the first release. Not exactly sure when the release date is. They say it's going to be released later this year.